Hello neighbors, it's Brad here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the Convert-A-Ball Pintle Hook combo. And this is an awesome system if you're towing with a pintle hook or a trailer as well with multiple different sizes. And this gives you a wide variety to be able to hook up to whatever trailer comes your way. Whether your truck is your workhorse or also your recreational vehicle to get your camper or boat or whatever around, it's really nice to have the availability when towing to swap over from a lunette ring or multiple different sizes of balls. But it's really not that great to have to carry all those attachments. Well, that's where the Convert-A-Ball becomes your best friend, because you can do all of those with this system. Now here we have it installed, and we have it on a pintle hook base here. Now it does not come with this, so you may have to order that, or you can simply mount it to a solid bumper. But either way, you're going to need to mount it to your vehicle somehow. But with this system, the rest of it is going to be awesome as far as towing and swapping out. Now, pretty easy system to use as well. As you can see, we have our pintle hook sleeve, and if we want to swap over, and let's just say we're going to use our 2 5/16 ball for our next trailer, pretty easy. We simply remove our safety pin here, and it's nice, it's on a little cable here, so if you drop it, you're not stuck without a pin. And then you have your safety pin here as well, which you just pull this out. While holding that, you're going to pull up on this little arch. Now there is about 50 pounds of pressure to get that to release this, so it takes a little bit, but once you have that up, pull the sleeve out, and on the ball here you're going to see this pin that goes through. You can actually use your safety pin here, just kind of push this out, and it goes one way. You have a nice little dimple and it stays there. Once lined up, slide this in place, and now we're pretty much ready to hook up on a ball. As far as weight capacity goes and how much can this actually handle, with your lunette sleeve, you can get 25,000 pounds on your gross trailer weight rating. So that's a pretty good number there. With your 2 5/16 and your 2-inch ball, you're gonna get 10,000 pounds on your gross trailer weight rating. And then when you move down to the 1 7/8, that's gonna give you 3,500 pounds. Now across the board, you do have a tongue weight rating of 5,000 pounds. Now when towing, before hooking up and just hitting the road, you want to check to make sure that your components are actually capable of pulling the load that you have. So between the ball, this mount here, the mount that you actually attach the pintle hook system to, your hitch, and your vehicle, you're going to want to make sure all those numbers are at least above what you're trying to pull. You don't want to overdo it and cause any of these to fail while towing. Now if you're done using your ball mount here and you need to swap back over to your lunette, it's very simple. Now it's nice that they have a dual safety feature, so you know that everything's going to stay in place. None of the components should fail. It's going to keep everything safe. So to get this off, you simply push in on the dimple side. Once that's out like that, you can put your lunette sleeve through here, and that 50-pound pull to get over here is kind of tough, but once you're ready to put this back in the lunette style position, simply pull this out, and it's pretty easy, as I can do this with one finger, but you are going to have to lift to get this in place. So a little bit of extra force here, that's in. This is going to hold it as well as our pin here. So having double safety, this is not going to be moving. So as I pull up on this, you can see that it comes with the grease already installed, which is really nice. And it's, going to keep this rust, corrosion, and just gunk buildup preventative. And if you ever need to add a little extra grease, they actually have a Zerk fitting here. You can just bump that in and grease back up. Taking a closer look at the balls themselves, they are made out of stainless steel, and they feel high quality. Everything about them, the etching is really, really nice on it. And the great part is this little pin, you don't ever have to worry about this falling out and not being able to put the ball in place. It does have a little stopper here, so it only extends so far. It even has these little O-rings on each side, and that gives a nice kind of click into place. You know it's going to stay in place, and it doesn't take a ton of force. I can kind of push that with my finger, but I don't worry that this is going to rattle loose on its own and become unhitched. So our actual mount where the balls go, as well as the lunette sleeve, are also stainless, so very high quality. and it's going to be scratch, dent, corrosion, and rust resistant. Also, the rest of the system itself is steel construction, so it's also very heavy duty with a nice black powder coat finish on it, so it's going to stay looking good for a long time. So when you're ready to hook up to your lunette ring, you simply just pull out our pin here, pull the safety latch, and then set this to the side. Good thing too, you don't really have to worry. It kind of keeps it in place here. It's not going to slide back when you're backing up to your trailer. So now I'll hop in the truck, we'll get this centered up and get it all hooked up. All right, so now we're going to lower our trailer down. Now we have our sleeve on our lunette ring. All we have to do here is lift this up, put that in place, put our safety pin through here. We'll latch this up. Now we just hook up the rest of our towing components. We'll be ready to tow. So if you're done using your work trailer with your lunette ring and it's the weekend and you want to go out and take your boat to the river, no problem. You swap over to your matching ball for your coupler, lower down your trailer, hook up the rest of your towing components. And just like that, we're ready to take our boat trailer. Now the glory of being able to swap from the 2-inch to the 2 5/16 or 1 7/8 means that I can tow a variety of trailers whenever I need to, and it's nice, quick, easy, and strong. So with a variety of different trailers here, I'm able to hook up to every single one of them using one system, the Convert-A-Ball. Now, as far as installation goes, we're going to be putting on our pintle hook mount. If you are installing this on a reinforced bumper, they actually give you a nice little template here, and that way you can drill your holes. But for our purposes here, we're going to be putting on this, and if you don't have a pintle hook mount, we sell those here at eTrailer, and this is definitely one of your main components before you can hook this up and actually tow. So let's get this installed. With our supplied hardware, we're just going to kind of feed this through, follow it up with your split washer and then your nut. And for now, we're just going to hand tighten on all four, and that way it stays in place for us. Now once we have those hand tightened on, we can go back with our torque wrench here and torque them to the proper specs. Now if you don't have a torque wrench, we have those here at eTrailer, or you can generally rent them at an auto parts store. Now we're going to be using the torque specs that are in the instruction manual. Now depending on your pintle hook mount, it may allow for adjustability as far as height goes. So best way to do that is measure your trailer at the tongue where you're going to be hooking up on the lunette ring or the receiver. Make sure your trailer is level, and from that measurement you can adjust this so it caters to your trailer. So now that we're all mounted and properly torqued, we're ready to hook up to our trailer and get to towing. And that was a look at the Convert-A-Ball Pintle Hook system. Thanks for watching.